pre-recorded Sunday and broadcast live from the Warpgates of Auraxis. It's the only station to elude Terran censorship, Vanu doxing, and NC corporate espionage. This is RadioFreeAuraxis. I'm Captain in Arms for the top stories from around Auraxis for the week of May 7th to May 14th. Sports, traffic, and weather are coming up, but first, game development news. Our top story this week, controversy Planetside, Thursday, May 11th, when it became apparent in the last hotfix, players would not retroactively receive implant drops for directives completed before the patch. Backlash by the veteran community was fierce, with hundreds of comments lambasting the decision by the dev team for what they see as a profiteering betrayal. Longtime player Mark Derringer of the Instant Action podcast summarized the veteran's point of view.
Obviously, like I said, on my main character, I've completed these directives. I don't really understand why I am getting screwed out of not receiving free implants when I have done this already. And the precedent has already been set where they have retroactively awarded things. And I mean, you can talk about directives themselves. It's not like they made everybody start fresh on these directives when they rolled them out, because directives were not originally in the game when the game launched. So they made a lot of those retroactive, or they made everyone you've completed retroactive, so that you didn't have to grind your way through them a second time. They certainly could have done that.
The flames were fanned further when Daybreak Games community relations manager RadioFreeAuraxis attempted to explain, quote, "We do understand the concern, but in general no one is at a severe disadvantage because of this change. Veterans are usually already sitting on a pretty high number of certs/unlocks or can earn them quickly. That isn't who we are targeting with this. This change is to help smooth the earlier journey, which many of you have passed already," unquote. Indeed, the wording of the hotfix post is clearly directed at players of a certain skill level. Quote, "New characters can quickly increase the breadth of their loadouts by completing Tier 1 directives for each class, while characters with a bit more experience can unlock implants for getting their foot in the door in the objective and leadership aspects of the game," unquote. Additionally, the only directives that were modified to drop implants were Tier 1, with the exception of Leadership's Tier 2. And the implant levels they are designed to drop are Novice or Basic packs, levels that have an arguably negligible impact on gameplay.
Even though I'm salty over the whole thing, and I know a lot of the community is salty over this, I understand where the direction this is going. And it is like RadioFreeAuraxis said, it's not designed for veterans. It's designed for new players or people who have not been playing the game as long as some of us have. We're over 4 years at this point playing this game. So they're really not targeting us, because for the most part, the majority of us did drop right in, spend a whole bunch of certs on getting the implants that we wanted, and that's that. It is something that they're looking to reward newer players, and again, even that playing field.
Regardless, RadioFreeAuraxis' comment has received nearly 100 downvotes as of this report, and the episode is telling both of the veterans' raw, reactionary attitudes and Daybreak Games' diminishing ability to effectively cultivate a healthy, engaging atmosphere. Other changes from the hotfix include an ISO 4 recycler, cosmetics, miscellaneous adjustments and fixes, and an acknowledgement of the long-standing bug that shows players as kicked from their outfit. You can find a full list of changes on the Daybreak Games forums. In other news, Daybreak Games developer and YouTube personality Rel released a video Sunday, May 14th, clarifying his role in the company and defining the various positions and responsibilities of the dev team.
Within the team, if I were to simplify things a great deal, there are probably 4 main categories of jobs that relate specifically to the production of our game. We'll say that these categories are art, design, programming, and management. Again, I'm oversimplifying here, but at least it'll make sense. For those who don't know, I am a designer on Planetside 2. I can work with terrain, with data, and physics, and I'm learning to script a little bit within our engine as well. A large part of what designers do is also documentation. Almost everything starts with a written design so that everyone, not just yourself, can see the vision for an item or a system, work out the bugs and the flaws, and then act to implement it. Designers are basically the glue that keeps everything together. There is no part of the game that we do not touch at some point.
To many, Rel has been the face of PS2's dev team, taking up the mantle once held by Matthew Higbee and John Smedley. Rel is unique in that he was for the longest time a YouTube critic not affiliated with Daybreak Games. Now, as the developer with the most active media output in the form of Twitch streams and YouTube videos, he has come to be the go-to name for the majority of the game's changes. Some are quick to point out how Rel is a regular scapegoat who must constantly carry the weight of PS2's entire troubled history. Others say Daybreak Games has presented Rel in such a manner that he has no choice but to be a scapegoat when the inevitable setback occurs. You can find the full video on Rel's YouTube channel. This is your outfit and community news, keeping your ear to the ground in matters of Auraxian politics, events, and drama. Archer Smash 2 is set for this Saturday, May 20th, 1500 Emerald Standard Time, sponsored by PlanetsideBattles. The casual exhibition match features pseudo-jousting gameplay, as participants use the Engineer's Archer and Infiltrator's Blackhand in conjunction with flashes and harassers. The game relies heavily on player honesty, as they are not allowed to aim down sights while firing, as well as a host of other difficult-to-enforce rules. But the result is often a fun hodgepodge of silliness. The NC Spartan armor by Fuzzbucket was included in the hotfix and is now available in the depot. Additionally, outfit-specific decals created in the Player Studio are now available as well. If you've got scoops and announcements from your outfit, send a private message on Reddit under 200 words to RadioFreeAuraxis, all one word, and enclose your in-game name, outfit, outfit tags, faction, and server. Make sure to keep up with Radio Free Auraxis by following @RadFreeAuraxis on Twitter. That's @RadFreeAuraxis on Twitter. This is RFA with your Auraxian Sports Update, brought to you by Planetside Battles. Planetside Battles, pouring hours of free labor into something half of you are going to get salty about. The first ever Miller Faction Smash tournament concluded Saturday, May 13th, sponsored by Planetside Battles. A faction smash is an internal game where teams are comprised from outfits within their faction on the live server. The first match took place on April 23rd, where the NC beat the TR 34-15. The second match on April 29th saw the VS knock back the NC 35-15. Finally, on May 13th, the VS took final victory against the TR 32-22. Miller VS Force Commander Eurobob was noted for effectively wielding the Vanu Air Knights, proving air superiority to again be a deciding factor in smashes. Special thanks to Caroplay for reporting on this story. The third season of Lane Smash is currently underway. Cobalt's Everybody Hates Germans steadied their record in a 6-0 victory on Amerish against Emerald's Lemmy Smash this past Saturday, May 13th on Hassan. Tune in this Saturday, 1600 Emerald Standard Time, when Hotline Bling takes on Query is a Joke on Amerish, and Sunday, 1400 Emerald Standard Time, when Miller Saltworks looks to maintain their 3-game win streak versus SASR on Hassan. Visit youtube.com/PlanetideBattles and twitch.tv/PlanetideBattles for live casts and past match archives. And you can find out how to participate in scrims and smashes on the r/PlanetideBattles subreddit. Special thanks to the PSB team for info. And now for your up-to-the-minute Warpgate traffic report, brought to you by the Warpgate Transit Authority, WTA, getting you there instantaneously, so stop complaining. 21 seconds inbound to Indar Warpgate due to delays because it's Indar, man, come on. 9 seconds inbound to Amerish Warpgate. 6 seconds inbound to Esamir Warpgate. And you're good to go into the swamps, 0.58 seconds inbound to Hassan. Be on the lookout for sudden Warpgate closures due to accidents, construction, and military conquest. And now for our Eagle Eye in the Sky, News Valk 7.
Well, Cap, we're live on Hassan, where the trees and fog are very dense today.
Hello? Newsvalk 7. Someone go pick them up at the spawn tubes. And now for your continental weather update from Auraxis' official weather station, RFA. All numbers are in degrees nanites. It's shaping up to be another beautiful day on Auraxis. Currently 105 and clear skies on Indar with a high of 108 and tonight a low of 62. 94 and humid on Hassan with a high of 98 and tonight a low of 59. 72 and blue skies on Amrish with a high of 75 and a low of 70. Negative 34 and a wind advisory effective on Esamir, high of negative 30 and a low of negative 42. Make sure to keep up with RadioFreeAuraxis by following at RadFreeAuraxis on Twitter. That's at RadFreeAuraxis on Twitter. This is Captain in Arms for RadioFreeAuraxis, wishing you a good night and a good fight. RFA is a subsidiary of the Voodoo Shipping Company, delivering fun and freedom to a video game near you since 2013. For more info, visit voodooshipping.net.